What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty here with the final game of the RFL College Season Series regular season as we ended off with the highly anticipated game to determine who will be advancing to the SEC Championship to take on number 1 Georgia. We've got the Iron Bowl. Alabama, number 3, taking on number 4 Auburn. Man, there's nothing like this matchup right here, Rob.
Oh, yeah, man. This just has all the makings of just a great game. 2 8-3 teams on this stage. The last game of the RFL College Series season, man. Second annual season, man. This is just phenomenal, man. Who would have thought we'd be here on 11/30/20 on the last day already, man. It went by so fast.
Yeah, man. Last day of the month, last game of the season, and a last effort for both of these teams to try to let themselves be known to the community as the top contenders to compete against Georgia for the SEC Championship. Get a look at Jacob McCall coming out onto the field. I mean, he's been one heck of a player, but I think coming into this matchup, what it's going to come down to is the quarterbacks.
Oh yeah, definitely going to come. And come to the quarterbacks as you just pointed out, and you saw McCall run out there on the field, and that's the kind of guy that we've gotten all season long. A very charismatic quarterback, a leader, a competitor, and he wants to win. And on the other side, though, we didn't get a chance to see Javon Warren yet, though. But man, he's no slouch himself.
One aspect that Alabama definitely has to be wary of coming into this game is the legs, of course, of Javon Warren. That should have been the first thing that popped off in the film when evaluating, of course, their rivals. And he's just like some guys calling him mini Cam Newton. You don't want him turning out to be mini Cam Newton in this game. It's going to be difficult. But here we are. Iron Bowl underway. Auburn kicking it off to Alabama in the final game of the regular season of the RFL College Series is finally here. Who's going to make it to this SEC matchup? Here comes McCall, number 13. And boy, has he had a phenomenal season here, Rob.
Oh, yeah, man. This offense over 4,500 yards. They're sporting an 8-3 record, lost to 3 great teams. They pretty much just handled the job every single week. And boy, oh boy, here they are. Here they are on the largest stage here at home, trying to go ahead and get a spot into that playoffs, man. What a great storyline this is becoming.
I want to give a big shout out to the RFL community. I see right now we got 22 deep. Let's go ahead and get those likes up for this big Iron Bowl matchup. Final game of the college series, man. I cannot wait to see how this turns out. First play of the game, shotgun here for Jacob McCall, and a quick RPO slant going to be completed out to Pavo Frederick.
Oh, man, if they can get Pavo going early in this game, this might be a great day for Alabama. Really love this kid. Routine route, he's run that all season long. And obviously McCall, one of the best to throw it to him. Great job right there.
This Alabama defense is another aspect that Alabama's offense got to be worried about. They've been great so far this season. 2nd and 3, it'll throw into the flats. That's going to be caught. Great job of utilizing the sideline and at least getting those feet down. And they'll move the chains. Najee Harris on the reception.
Yeah, and that's something that's 50-50 there. Sometimes they throw it to Najee and he's out of bounds, or he just can't catch that ball in the flats like that. So look for that to be one of those plays that McCall is going to have to go to if no one else is downfield.
Going to have trips out to the bottom of the screen here. Once again in the gun for McCall. First carry going to be blown up in the backfield. Najee Harris. This is another aspect of the game right here, Rob. Running the football just has not been consistent this season for Alabama.
Yeah, and only, one of the lowest teams. They're only really averaging 93 yards on the ground per week, and 93 is actually a whole bunch. I'm surprised it's that high. We've seen Najee Harris not do too well most weeks, I would say. But I think most of that is also going to come from McCall on the ground as well. But, yeah, this is definitely not the strongest suit here of Alabama.
Now looking at a 2nd and 13 shotgun. And a handoff. Najee Harris looks like he gets a key block, but just not fast enough. That's just not the play you run with number 22.
Yeah, we've said it time and time again, when you get this guy, going west, going to the sidelines, that's the easiest way to slow this guy down. You got to get this guy on the dives, inside plays, running the power, running him on the off tackles, right? In this game may not work. As you can see right now, Auburn just got all over it right now.
Now Alabama swiftly looking at a 3rd and 15. Going to have to rely on the arm of Jacob McCall to move the chains. Let's see if he can pick it up here as he's the only one in the backfield in an empty set. McCall past the sticks, wide open. Pavo Frederick to midfield.
Yeah. And, that's what Alabama's about right there, man. Allowing McCall to sit back in the pocket, allowing his wide receivers to make great routes. As you can see, the route ran by Pablo Frederick right there, and just a delivery, a dime right there to Pablo to move the chains. That's a big 3rd and 15 right there, a huge statement. Auburn's going to have to respect this passing game of Alabama.
And Pablo Frederick, man, has been one of the biggest, but not only, they got so many targets here at the receiver position. I can't even just say that he's been their top guy. Got Braden Dunn. Henry Ruggs has been killing it the past 3 to 4 weeks. I mean, so many weapons for this offense. And they're going to run the ball here. Najee Harris getting what he can. He'll get about 5.
Yeah, and that's more of the style of running that I like to see out of Alabama. Let's go ahead and look at the line blocking for him. Tate, Green, Dickerson, Brown, and Caleb Bright will be on the O-line. Braden Dunn, Jerome Ford, Najee Harris, Miller Forrestal, and Pablo Frederick will be the wide receivers, tight ends, and halfbacks, obviously, here for McCall.
They'll say it's a 4-yard gain, so they'll say 2nd and 6. But Alabama still moving down the field, and they're moving fairly well here, just moving a little bit at a time, tiring out this defense a little bit. Let's see what they call here. Back on the ground, and Najee Harris trying to maneuver around for some yards, maybe gets a yard or 2.
Yeah, McCall kind of sold me on that one. I thought that was going to be an RPO pass there. He got Roll, Brown, and Hall on the D-line. Carmen, Britt, Harris, and Papo will be the linebackers. And we got Igbenogany, Thomas, Denson, and Davis in the DB. Second.
There you go, Rob. Finally nailed it.
Finally
got Igbenogany's name.
Oh, man.
3rd and 4. Another big 3rd down here for Bama. Let's see if they can scoop this up. They are not in field goal range. Motion forward out of the backfield. They'll look to throw, and it's going to be an open Braden Dunn. But what about the throw by the quarterback? That was just an incredible ball play, incredible ball placement right there.
Yeah, and just look at the window, man. I mean, the window is very, very tight right there. You've got to get a second later, and someone may have been all over that ball. But McCall is just so good. He sees Dunn right there and delivers it directly to him. I even think that Dunn was surprised that he got that ball.
Yeah. Looking a little bit hesitant, even raising the hands up.
Right.
Absolute laser by McCall. 1st down and 10 at the 27-yard line as he'll look to pass. Throws, and he's got another completion. 1st down to his tight end. I believe that's Forrestal.
Oh, man, McCall looking very good on this opening series here, all the way at 13 already. And man, this is looking like a strong offense right now. Want to see what Auburn is able to do.
And we've talked about this defense being a tough group, but right now, I mean, Alabama flexing their muscle, as you like to say, here on the offensive side of the ball. There goes a run. He's got a lane. One-on-one. He can't break the tackle. With still a great carry for 1st down.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, when you stop Najee from going east and west and just let him go north, he's just way more effective here. Alabama already has a solid offensive line, and, they just need to keep grounding and pounding inside against this D-line here, allow Najee to pick up that steam and motivation over time, man. He's going to have a big day if they can keep doing that.
Empty set here. McCall looking to try to get in the end zone. Throws, and he's got it. Pablo Frederick and the Crimson Tide are on the board first. What a drive.
Yeah, I know you mentioned the other wide receivers, man, but this is a sleeper wide receiver here. And, honestly, I felt like Ruggs was also kind of a sleeper wide receiver as well, but Pablo Frederick has had a kind of a quiet season. He's made some big plays, and, man, they're getting him working earlier on already. They haven't even gone to the other guys just yet, man. So this is going to be amazing to see if they can work him into this game today.
And, yeah, just evaluating more on what you were talking about with Pablo Frederick. I mean, like you said, you've seen him make a lot of big plays. But where you usually see him making his impact is later in a game. And like you said, attacking him early, I think that's a good thing as they knock down the extra point, 7-0 with the lead.
Wow, 11 plays, 74 yards. What a drive that was.
Now it's time to see how the Tigers are going to respond. Still have not even seen a look at Javon Warren yet. We'll see that when he gets on the field.
Oh, yeah.
But it looks like this is going to have to be an all-out war if Auburn wants to get this victory.
Well, if Javon Warren is looking anything like we've seen him look this season, this is definitely going to be a war, like you just said, man. A tough, hard-nosed quarterback, obviously a dual threat, great with the arms, has some solid wide receivers in C.J. Williams and also J.P. Scott. And, man, he's good. He's good on the ground, so this is going to be very interesting to see.
Auburn going to take this one out of the end zone. This is going to be Schwartz. And by the way, forgot to change the skin tone, Christian Williams, of your player before this game. Completely forgot. I was setting up the graphics, my bad on that. But here's a look at Javon Warren, the starting quarterback we've been talking about. He's really going to have to step up here and have one of the best games of the season if he wants to be able to outperform Jacob McCall and the Crimson Tide.
I totally agree.
And still just 7 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We already got ourselves a touchdown on the first drive. See if Auburn can do the same. Shotgun here for Warren. Feeling immediate pressure. Gets out of there. In the very first play, a first down run and then some. Trying to juke, and he is down at the 49. 28 yards on the scramble.
Oh, man, that's just an excellent play there. And that's the danger that Alabama is going to have to watch out for. Javon Warren, he's a smart quarterback. He's not the type of quarterback to make many mistakes. He's just going to take it to the outside here, sees the open lane, and this is just pure speed and real estate right now. And luckily, McKinney got down up under that one, and that might have gone for a score.
Talked about him being that factor scrambling. Got to find a way to contain number 7 before this game gets ugly. They'll look to throw. This one quickly into the flat. Spencer Nye makes the catch and gets across midfield to about the 48.
And we'll go ahead and look at the O-line here. We have Winogo, Harold, Kim, Gordon, and Driscoll on the O-line. Williams, Martin, Collins, Nye, and Scott are going to be the tight ends, wide receivers, and halfbacks.
And Javon Warren, all he needs is coming into this game, he had 965 yards. So he just needs 7 yards to be a 1,000-yard scrambler at the quarterback position. And this guy's just very dynamic. Here goes a run. Nice gain, falling about a yard or two short, as did Collins.
Aston Collins having a remarkable season himself here. Ray, Price, and Davis will be on the D-line. Lewis, Turner, Grant, and Jennings. Watch out for Charles Turner, man. Boy. And Diggs, Wilson, McKinney, and Surtain II will be in the secondary.
Like you said, man, Charles Turner, the anchor of that Alabama defense. I mean, he's just everywhere making tackles. We've seen him have multiple games with over double digits in that category. I mean, this is definitely going to be a player that Alabama's going to have to be aware of on the field at all times when they have possession of the ball. Here goes an empty set. And another throw, throwing it off of the back of the linebacker. I believe that is Charles. Yeah, first down.
And it's no shade to anybody who has a whole bunch of tackles right now, but you can have a whole bunch of tackles and be 5-6, and you can have 114 tackles and be 8-3, and that's Charles Turner, man. 114 tackles this season, man, and 16 tackles for a loss too, man. He's just been all over the place.
Very impressive. Just and this is a generic, you know. I mean,
right.
you get very impressed in the RFL when you hear about a generic balling, and he's just been one of those top guys. Definitely going to look to be an early draft pick, most likely in next year's draft in the RFL. Shotgun here. And a throw over the middle. He's got Schwartz open, breaking a tackle, and he's still churning those legs. He'll be brought down, but not before picking up the first.
Really liking what I'm seeing out of Auburn right now, moving the chains here, already down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, looking good, man. It already seems like it's going to be a back-and-forth battle between these two. And this is what we wanted out of this Iron Bowl, man. This is just very impressive. Quick RPO play, intercepted, going the other way. The NFL player, Trayvon Diggs, taking it to the house to the 10-5, touchdown, Bama. Well, 68 yards.
He tried to email it to him, and they got it intercepted. Look at this here, threw it right to him. Oh, boy, house call to the crib, touchdown, Bama. Wow.
Man, I mean, maybe he was just a little bit too late on making that decision. That should have been practically immediate if he wanted to get that out there. And just a great break on the football by Trayvon Diggs, man. I mean, that's the reason why this guy's in the NFL.
Wow, man.
Not playing for the best of teams either, playing for the Dallas Cowboys. Sorry to say that, Christian Williams. Know you're a Cowboys fan, but at least you got one of your guys balling. He's balling in this game, even though he shouldn't be here.
Oh, man.
Man, 13-0, about to be 14-0 with Bama on top. Can never count a game out early, though, in the RFL until that clock hits 0. And the extra point's good. Man, how demoralizing is that for Auburn?
I mean, that's a lot of pressure there. You know, you're already here traveling on the road. You wanted to come out and make a stand. You made it good. It was a good, solid drive down there, but just a bad pass there. You know, and I really don't even think that Warren even thought that Tripp that he could really make up that, you know, Diggs can make up that kind of ground to even get that interception there, man. It's just a great, you know, athletic play there, and man, I know he wants that one back.
Yeah, that was just a, you know, honestly, I wouldn't say it was too much of a bad read. It was just a phenomenal play by Diggs. And like you said, did not expect him to get there. Pretty sure that's the only reason why he threw that. And now he's going to have to make something happen here on this drive and put that play behind him. Here goes Schwartz on the return, getting to the outside. Man, great return. That's going to help out with a little bit of momentum.
That was a solid return there, man. I thought he was going to go up the sideline for a moment.
And here goes Javon Warren back out onto the field. Only incompletion was the interception, so technically none of his passes have never touched the ground. But, man, he's going to have to make something happen here in this one, but he doesn't have to rush things and feel panicked. I mean, it's only the first quarter.
Yeah, and he now has 11 interceptions on the season, man, so definitely going to have to keep that ball in the hands of his guys and not the other teams.
First down and 10. Awaiting the snap here in the gun. Going to hand it. No, read option. And he's off to the races. Nice little stiff arm. Falling just shy of the first down at 2nd and 1.
It's a great read option there, but one thing I am a little bit worried about is obviously, you know, when quarterbacks, you know, tend to run a whole lot, they tend to give up the ball, and really would not like to see him, you know, start to get rattled to the point where he feels he has to run, and then, you know, it just causes more turnovers for himself, man. So got to be careful, got to hold on to the ball.
Another snap here. They'll hand it off to Aslan Collins, who you spoke on having a great season as well. And there he is to the 45.
Yeah, came into this game 222 attempts, 779 yards, approaching that obviously 800 in just a few probably, but 5 touchdowns on the season, and you know he's had a decent season. You know, kind of a quiet guy, don't hear much from, but definitely serviceable, and Auburn leans on this guy a whole lot.
Auburn definitely has looked good so far on the offensive side of the ball, aside from the interception. So they definitely could get themselves back into this. Play action. Javon Warren with a throw. That's going to be caught for a first down to Spencer Nye, the tight end.
Yeah, it's a great pass, great catch. And man, Warren just got that ball right out of there in a hurry. He'll probably get a replay on that one.
There it is.
Man. Right out, fired it. Small window of opportunity there, and man, just got a nice ball to the 9.
And that's going to be Patrick Surtain and Walker Wilson on that tackle. And Auburn looking solid right now. There's a motion into the formation with Christian Williams, and they'll throw. Aslan Collins coming across on the drag, taken down immediately at the 26.
Bama right now just playing underneath, waiting for those drags to come. Watch out for these linebackers here, man. They do hit pretty good. So got to be careful to hold on to the ball. It's a good-looking play, though, by Auburn there. They just want to get something they can get here to move the chains as close as they can, and maybe Warren will take a shot sooner or later. Aslan
Collins looking a little bit tired there in the backfield. They won't use him here to run. They'll throw, and there goes a completion for a first down. Nice play as he finds, I thought it was Schwartz. I think that's J.P. Scott. No, it's Hastings. Haven't seen him, I don't believe, make a catch all season.
Yeah, very solid play right there, man. Just to get what you need. You only need the 6 yards. They get 6 or 7 yards of the play. It's a great job right there by the offense.
Speaking of J.P. Scott, here he is, top of your screen in the slot. Motion Schwartz. And a quick throw, almost intercepted, played perfectly there by Jennings.
Oh, man, he's got to be a little bit more accurate than that, man. I like the idea, but, boy, do that right there into an opportunity for that thing to have been another snatching.
That's just a great way of playing that ball. I mean, he looked like he baited him into making that throw. Almost came up with it. But there's a reason why he's playing on defense. Didn't have the hands right there. Von Warren throwing again. That's going to be caught. Is it enough for a first down? It looks short to me, and the rest will say so as well. 3rd and 1.
Really like how Turner just stood there, standing in the QB spot right over the middle, not allowing Warren to even take off there. Warren had to get the ball out fast. He does a good job of getting it out there, but it's just short. Maybe he can convert him as 3rd down.
Auburn on the move. Can they keep this drive going? Javon Warren throws wide open, getting up the field, and he steps out of bounds right at the 1. Spencer Nye coming alive on the sidelines.
Yeah, they just don't have an answer for this guy, man. He's already picked up 3 here. He's got a few first downs, and that's just another great play right there, getting closer to the 1 here. And Auburn just playing it smart. They see these linebackers dropping back into coverage. Hey, throw it up underneath, man. Nice quick slant right there, ran by Nye. Great job.
Yeah, almost powered his way through. Didn't fall until he was in the end zone, but he stepped out of bounds. You can see here from the pylon cam. And this is where things get dangerous. Auburn, they got a quarterback that can run it. They got a running back who's been doing great, and some good receivers on the outside, including the tight end Spencer Nye, who's already been off to a great start. Let's see what they do here. Throws, and it goes off the head of Schwartz. And he's frustrated, but I don't think he ever saw the football coming.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of commotion going on there, man. Looked like Collins is going to go out to wide receiver. He comes back and goes into pass coverage there. And, man, you see Schwartz just running a little bit too long there. And, yeah, just some miscommunication going on.
And if I'm Auburn, I'm running it to the left side here. It looks pretty weak against this defense. And they got a motion. They got more than enough guys. That should get him in the end zone. And he is still going to be short. Wow, he is in the end zone. Maybe his knee hit the ground, but the rest will not say he got in.
Yeah, well, they also ran into Raekwon Davis, man. He's definitely a notable suspect on this defensive line here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Still unable to get in. I mean, this is as close as you can get to the end zone. Javon Warren once again in the gun. Read option, stiff arm, jumps over a player, and a touchdown saving tackle by submitted safety Walker Wilson.
Oh, man, Walker Wilson definitely just shut it down just now. That was all Collins there. Shakes off the tackle here, and boy, oh boy, high steps for a moment, and that gave Walker Wilson just enough time to get the tackle, man. Great job by Walker Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, that was really good effort there by Collins, and had to leap and leave his feet for a minute instead of turning up the field. And it's just a great tackle by Wilson right there. Great play, great defensive stand by Alabama. And it looks like, unless they go for it, Auburn's going to have to settle for 3 points. And they will do exactly that to make it an 11-point game. And it is good. 14-3 is the score. With the Crimson Tide on top.
Solid effort there by Auburn, man, getting down the field. Just didn't have it to punch it in. But maybe they'll be more successful next time. But a great job getting down the field.
Yeah, they did an excellent job. I mean, that's 2 times, other than the interception. And, of course, another failed attempt at a drive, getting 6 for just not getting in there with a great tackle. I mean, but both of those drives that they had, I would have to say, were very successful. They were moving the football with ease, and they got to continue to do that.
Yeah, on the same note, Alabama has to still keep up that intensity on defense that they're doing. They do not want to allow Javon Warren to try to dictate this game.
And here goes the return out of the end zone by the speedster, Henry Ruggs. Taken down past the 25 at the 28, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. A very exciting first quarter for the Iron Bowl, man. Alabama leading at 14-3. Jacob McCall back out onto the field. This is only his second time coming out onto the field, too, so they had a little bit of a break here on offense. These guys definitely got to be all refreshed. McCall, pressure coming, and he's sacked on the play by Denson.
Oh, man, took a little bit too long in the pocket, was looking a little bit comfortable, and now we got a dead man body down at the 25-yard line. It's a great job by Auburn's defense here. Let's look at what Denson did here. Beats the right tackle here. Comes right around.
Excellent job. He fought all the way to get to that point.
Yeah. And actually, the right tackle was engaged, so that's my bad. I was looking at the defensive end.
Oh, all good, man. I mean, still, I mean, that's what Alabama, not Alabama, I keep getting these guys confused. That's what Auburn's got to do on the defensive side of the ball, get pressure to McCall consistently, even though he handles that pretty well. Here goes a run, and that's going to be good for about 3 yards.
Now you got 3rd and 10 now, so obviously you're going to expect Auburn to know this is going to be a passing attempt here. I'm looking for McCall to go to his big guy Forster here, maybe something over the middle or something to the sidelines.
And they've been pretty good on 3rd down so far. Got in the end zone on their first drive. McCall looking to pass, throws. It's going to be caught by Ruggs, but still going to be well short.
Yeah, great defense by Auburn. You know, not allowing them to get to 10 yards there, allowing them to have underneath, but not allowing them to get deep. That's a great job.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. If you're on Ruggs, I don't care if it's a short route or what, you got to get on him immediately. You give him some space or you miss a tackle, he's taking that play beyond the sticks and possibly taking it to the crib like he's been doing all season. So Alabama punting it away. It's the first punt of the day. We'll field it from the 15. Still on his feet, breaking tackles. Down at the 21.
Now Warren needs to come out here and make a statement now. You know, you're down 14-3. You've had 2 successful drives. You only came up with 3 points. But obviously the defense of Alabama has had a little bit of trouble stopping you guys from going down the field. So maybe, you know, he can come up with a statement right now, put some more points on the board, get this thing a little bit closer.
Definitely. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, 2 solid drives from Auburn, just unable to punch it in. And, of course, the first possession turning into 7 points for Alabama. Well, this game is definitely far from over. Javon Warren here in the gun, tight formation with his receivers. And he'll throw this one to the sideline. That's a nice catch by J.P. Scott.
Yeah, J.P. Scott's just really good wide receiver underneath. They like to throw to him. Don't throw it to him a whole lot. Doesn't get a lot of targets, but, man, when he does, man, he makes some extremely good plays. And they're really going to have to lean on him in this offense as well.
4 receivers set here. No motion, Asden Collins. And looks like they're setting up the running back screen, but he's going the wrong direction. And they'll be down at the 22 where the drive started.
Oh, man, nothing worse than seeing your back run backwards there.
Oh, yeah. You definitely don't even understand why that even happens.
Yeah.
Can't wait till the RFL. Because I mean, I'm not seeing any of that on 21. So a 3-yard loss on the play brings up 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Empty set. Pump fake. Warren going to air it out deep. What has he got? Underthrown. Christian Williams looked like he had the secondary beat, and it was just a late realization that his receiver was that wide open by Javon Warden.
Man, you just see the arm in this guy, though. Look at this. Just launch that ball all the way downfield to the other side. And, man, Bama lucky to get up under that one.
Yeah, he's right over the top of Surtain. And maybe if he had realized that earlier, that would have been possibly a home run play right there. Now they have to punt it away.
Looks like he'd already gotten down the field before Alabama had recovered. You know, just Warren saw him too late and kind of didn't really underthrow it. You know, but it just allowed Alabama to get up under it, man. So.
First down and 10 here. Jacob McCall coming out onto the field, looking to extend this lead. And I wouldn't quite say the run game has looked too bad. When Najee Harris gets off to a good start, usually Alabama wins games.
Oh yeah. When he gets off, you know, they do okay. But the issue is that they need to keep him consistent in this ball game and keep using him as a weapon.
And they'll start out with him here on this drive, and a fantastic run, first down and then some, out of bounds at the 47.
You can if you can get Najee Harris to run a couple of those a game, man, you're good. You know, they're good. They've been doing good. You know, he's averaging 68, 70 yards a game, and at the right times, at the right moments when they need to pick up first downs, and short yardage situations, they've been able to lean on this guy. So we can give him that. But again, this is more of a high-powered passing offense that sprinkles in the run. So hopefully McCall will be able to keep his rhythm, but also allow his back to get those runs that they need.
And those are the runs that's going to help McCall be able to air it out more in this game more successfully. And so motion Pavel Frederick into the formation. Further inside the slot. Pressure coming immediately, setting up the running back screen. Get off me, says Najee Harris as he gets to the 46 for a gain of 6.
Yeah, not the best screen in the world, but man, that's Najee Harris right there, and he's got a lot of power on him, man. You definitely got to tackle that guy around the waist, man.
That pressure came in there immediately. Great job of Jacob McCall getting that ball off as soon as he saw the pressure. 2nd and 4, handoff, Najee Harris. They're just feeding it to him. And yeah, great play by the defense.
That was a great tackle right there, man. Squaring up right there. Papo coming in, shooting through. Just getting right down on Najee Harris, cutting off his whole lane. Great job.
That's a good job, yep. Papo stretching him out. Najee's a tough back to bring down, man, so a great tackle. Yeah. Auburn, man, these guys kind of needing this stop. They don't want this game to get out of hand early. Bunch formation at the bottom of the screen. McCall looking to pass, throws, and he's got the reception for a first down to Henry Ruggs.
Man, you just don't know who to go to, man. You got Boylston coming out to the outside. You got Pablo running his route. You got Ruggs coming over the middle, man. Just a lot of options here for McCall. He finds the right one there, man. Looks like McCall was kind of open too had it got beat.
Yeah, that was a really good throw too.
Yeah, it was a really good throw. Yeah.
You can see, like, sometimes you see the placement of the quarterback, because sometimes they have the catch leading him into the defense. He throws them and slows them up to at least be able to make the catch and avoid the contact that could jar the bar loose. That was a really good pass right there as he looks to throw again. Jacob McCall going to scramble. We know he's good at this. And he gets to the 13. Rarely does it. Yeah. But when he does, he's great.
Yeah, it's just a smart play by him there. Obviously, this is delicate territory here. No need to throw an interception down here in the red zone. Pick up the small yards. Give yourself another chance here on 2nd and 1.
And that was great yards right there. 9 yards picked up on first down. 2nd and 1. Handoff. Najee Harris looks like he's got the blocks bouncing to the outside, doing too much dancing. Should have just cut it up the field. And now instead of a first down, it's 3rd and inches.
Yeah, just got to blame the AI on that one. What in the world is that? First down to inches.
He definitely should have cut up. He had 2 opportunities to cut up. And just insisted on trying to stay to the outside. Just not the best of reads right there. They'll still go back to him up the middle as he is stopped at the 9 after a 3-yard gain, but they will have a 1st and goal.
I'm just glad he didn't jog out of the backfield on that one.
That's a good job, just running. Now, he's been hot this drive. And I think that Alabama's, they recognize that after the big run to start this drive right here, and so they're trying to get the ball into his hands while he's hot.
And, you do got to credit the offensive line, man. They're just getting a good, solid push on this D-line, and that's definitely allowing Najee to flourish right now. So a good job by the O-line.
Trips into the boundary here. Jacob McCall with a quick throw, and he just misfires on Braden Dunn.
Oh, yeah, man. What's going on with that one? It's kind of like a frisbee over his head just there.
And we already know Braden Dunn, he's got some speed. Maybe if he caught that, probably could have been able to outrun the Auburn defense for a touchdown. Still got a few more downs, though, to try to get in the end zone. And here goes a quick bubble screen out to Braden Dunn, still trying to get him the ball. He gets it, but it's for a loss of 2.
Oh, Auburn all over that bubble screen right there. Dunn didn't have a chance. That's a great job to follow the ball through. See, they're not going to be coming down, man. One of the best to do it. That's another NFL guy, isn't it?
Yeah. Forgot what team he's playing on, but yeah, definitely an NFL guy right there.
Yeah. Did they say Miami or something? I can't remember what they told me last time.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember. Third and goal from the 11 for the Crimson Tide. And there he is, pump fake. Looking to throw to the end zone, and it's swatted incomplete. Great defense.
Oh, that was some solid defense there, man. Got a big old glove on that ball there. McCall tried to fire it in, man. And McCall has some deadly accuracy from here, man. You see him thread the needle a lot of times, but that's just some great defense right there.
Definitely, man. I mean, it looked like it was open. Thought he could gut it in there. And even though he's made some impressive throws, one thing, and of course we already know, his throw power is one of the knocks on him. So maybe that's a reason why he couldn't get that in there. But you can still see he makes up for it with his accuracy, but just couldn't squeeze that one in. But here goes the field goal attempt. It's good, and Alabama once again up by 14. Definitely still a lot of football left to go. If you are new to the Relocation Football League, make sure to check us out on our website at relocationfootballleague.com. Learn more about what the RFL is all about, how you can join, and what makes up this great league, man. We've been going at it for going on 6 years. Once season 6 starts up in January, and man, you do not want to miss RFL season 6. Got a lot of things coming, and man, just very excited about that. I know the coaches are. We also got social media, as you can see at the bottom left side of the screen. Got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it, we're on it. Make sure to follow us there as we post daily content about the RFL that keeps you up to date. You can also subscribe to our website as well. Trying to make sure we get our emailing process going sometime soon in the future, but we'll get that going. You guys get frequent news from there as well. And of course, if you're enjoying this stream right now, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the RFL for more big games as you're watching right now. Speaking of big games, I mean, this is literally the last game to determine who's going to be in their conference championship. The winner of this is going to be playing number 1 Georgia, and I know Alabama's looking for that rematch.
Oh yeah, Alabama, you know, they're trying to step up to this occasion, and you know they've been doubted and counted out all season long. And you know they have a good record. You know, a lot of people still have a question mark whether or not this team is strong enough to compete in the playoffs, man. So you know, they're just out here trying to prove themselves, you know.
Yeah, and a good pass right there, out for 5 yards to J.P. Scott, making his 3rd reception. Only 15 yards so far here tonight. But when we look at the conference championship games that we've got going on, we've got in the Big Ten, Minnesota taking on Iowa. In the Pac-12, USC versus UCLA. ACC, Clemson versus Miami. And in the Big 12, Oklahoma versus Baylor. Big games for next week. Here goes a scramble. First down. Great job by Javon Warren.
Oh, that's a great job. I just knew he was going to be gone, man. As soon as I saw everybody back up right there, I said, oh, yeah, he's got plenty of space here. Knew he was going to pick that up, man. This is why it's just so good here, man. Obviously recognizing the coverage is gone, and it just goes ahead and just takes a nice first down.
Nice little block, too, he had there from one of his fellow teammates. Looked like it was a receiver. And these guys moving the football. Once again, both teams are performing very well. Auburn just needs to get some points here. Closing in, we're towards the end of this first half. Warren looking to throw. Another shot deep down the field, putting some height on it, and it's going to be incomplete. Man, for a second, I thought J.P. Scott was going to end up grabbing that, but no yards.
Yeah, if you're watching the Auburn games, you know that's a bread and butter play right there. Normally, you used to seeing Williams get up underneath that ball, make some huge catches. And, man, right now Alabama's all over that one.
2nd and 10. And it go to Asden Collins, not going anywhere. A loss of a yard on the play. 3rd and 11.
Yeah, no, Alabama's defense right now doing a pretty good job right now, keeping these guys contained here. Facing this 3rd and 11, shutting down this run game right now. Still doing a great job.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's a generic. Shields coming up, making that play. Took on the contact, got blown back a little bit, and still stood his ground to make that tackle. Bell's playing. Huge 3rd down right here. Javon Warren quickly throws, and it's incomplete.
Man, that was almost a snatch. He threw it right into the lane there. Had a guy sitting right up underneath that. I think that was Diggs.
Yeah.
Let's see this. Oh, he's right there. I guess it was just right over his head, though. He couldn't jump that high.
Yeah, he just looked like he miscued it. Thought he had the perfect spot to try to go get it. He didn't even end up reaching for it. Almost could have been a huge play for Auburn, but once again, another big stop for Alabama's defense.
The good thing is that in the RFL, man, that's an interception all day.
Oh, definitely. Big difference when it's RFL time. Here goes a touchback. Offense going to get out to the 20-yard line. And Jacob McCall looking to try to extend this lead again. They had a great-looking drive, had to end up with another field goal, or with their first field goal of the game. And Auburn's defense looking to hold on as best as they can.
I'm Alabama, man. I need to line up in a big offense right now, go back down the field, get a score ASAP.
Oh, yeah, it looks like they're trying to be aggressive here, too. 5-wide empty set. McCall getting pressured quickly, has to throw it away. Forstall makes a nice sideline catch. Out of bounds at the 23 for a gain of 3.
A bit of a dangerous throw there. Kind of just lost it up there. Don't want to have another situation where DB gets up under that, takes it to the crib. Very, very lucky get that ball in there, man.
That's Igbenogany making that tackle.
Yeah.
Second down in 7 for Auburn. Watch out for Braden Dunn in the slot. If they decide to pass here, they'll run it. And Najee Harris taken down for another short gain. Had a lane.
He ran right into a wall, but the guy's name is Hall.
Definitely should have cut up off that leading block. If he had been cut back inside, that could have been a much bigger gain there for Bama. This is a big opportunity for Auburn to get the offense off the field. And McCall throws. He's got a first down. It's a speedster, man. Takes a big hit, but a big first down for the Crimson Tide. Braden Dunn with his 3rd reception of the day.
Oh, man, it's a solid dot here by McCall. Go ahead and get the replay here. You can see him just coming on the inside route. Great job right there, man. Really like to change the direction of Braden Dunn as well.
Nice little stiff arm it looked like he put there on the defender, but man, 2-4 wasn't playing that. He brought the heat, knocked him down. Good job hanging on to the football, though, by Dunn. Henry Ruggs is in the slot right here. And he'll look to pass. Quick throw, and he catches the slant off to Pavel Frederick for a first down.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you why that makes McCall so good, man. First of all, that was a high snap. He went up and got it with one hand, and immediately got that ball out on a dime, on a dot there to Pavel Frederick, man. Wow.
Excellent job. Put it right on him, right in the gut. And he was able to get up the field, even continuing in stride. I mean, this is what's been so impressive about this kid, McCall. Another throw. This one gets there. First down. Great hands by Frederick.
And this is just what accuracy does to you, man. When you got a quarterback that's just accurate and can sit in the pocket and throw the ball, yo, he's across the field in 2 or 3 plays. He's already at the 34-yard line. Didn't this drive just start?
Yeah. And, Pavel Frederick already past 50 yards receiving in this game. 5 catches. Call throwing again. That's going to be caught for a first down to Travis Waddle.
Now he got this ball with 1 minute and 58 seconds left to go on the clock, and it's now 1:23, and he's already down to the 17-yard line, man.
Dotting him up, picking up first downs. That's exactly what he's doing right now. McCall playing with a purpose. He knows how important this game is, and he's been one of the more vocal players on this team, talking about how much he wanted a rematch against the #1 Georgia team after that embarrassing 52-3 loss way back.
Oh, yeah. Y'all Madden Bowl.
First down and 10. McCall hitting the drag. Big hit, forced fumble, and it's Auburn's football. Huge play, exactly what they needed.
You know, and I kind of felt that was coming. I saw him throw a couple of passes to Dunn, and Dunn just kind of took, kind of getting slapped around down there on the field. And the last one he got, he ate it on the chin, but this one, oh man, just throws it right up.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just classic Iron Bowl festivities right here. I mean, you're going to get these big hits. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot more coming throughout the rest of this game. But that is a huge play right there by Auburn's defense. A little bit over a minute left to go for Javon Warren and Auburn to try to get down the field. But they got to be careful here and not try to rush things and maybe get an interception that could turn out to hurt them more than they intended. They're going to spread out the field here, looking to try to get down the field in a hurry. See if Javon Warren can make some big plays with his arm. Quick drag out, and that's not going to be a big play there at all. Just a 1-yard gain to Aslan Collins. Immediate timeout, burned.
And right now, you know, I'm not the head coach of Auburn right now, but they got to make Alabama feel something right now. They need to try to, you know, do something here that's going to throw this team off, because right now they're just working it to the hands of Alabama.
And here goes a throw. He's got a reception. First down. That'll stop the clock temporarily, but they'll still burn a timeout to have a little bit more of a breather and some time to call this next play.
Yeah, see, and that's one of those plays right there that's going to make them respect the pass now.
You can already see him backing off, too. Not trying to give up too many yards. Warren, pressure coming and sacked on the play by Rivers.
Oh, man, that's just a dead man. Great play there by Rivers here. And that just puts the pressure right on Warren. Man, it just seems like as soon as something great happens for these guys, something bad goes wrong here. Bruce Rivers getting in there, man, on his 9th sack of the season, man. And
that's another star generic prospect on this Alabama defense.
Manhandling.
Now we're looking at 2nd and 18 with the time still going. Auburn with 1 timeout. They're still looking like they're insisting on throwing the ball down the field. Sending a heavy blitz. Here goes a quick throw. Catch is made by J.P. Scott, still running around. And the timeout's going to be called by Alabama.
Yeah, I'm really not liking how they're using J.P. Scott right now. I mean, he's kind of just sitting underneath Jones. This guy is actually pretty good, just kind of doing drags and crosses across the middle of the field. And they've got him doing small stuff here. Hopefully they'll be able to get him going.
And Auburn finally foregoing this drive as they just run it. And Alabama still calling a timeout. This guy's just trying to get whatever they can with good field position here off of this punt. He'll get it at about the 18. Nasty juke move. Henry Marks down at the 36. And with 10 seconds left, Alabama possibly could go with a huge play down the field that could get them in field goal range and get some more points. I see Christian Williams asking if Britt is eligible. No, he's not eligible because he's a real-life player. As you can see, he's out there doing damage. Counter run play. And they're just going to let, I don't know why they call a timeout here.
They're going to try to heave one down the field.
I wouldn't do this, especially with the arm of, Jacob McCall. He's great, but he's not going to be able to really throw a 60-yarder that easy. Doesn't look like he's going to either. It's going to be a run by McCall to the 45, and that's going to be the end of the first half of play. Alabama leading it by 14, 17-3.
Oh, man, what a great half of football that was.
Yeah, that was great football right there. Auburn, even though they didn't get any points, I still feel they competed well. They just got to make sure that they take care of the football and find a way to move on this defense and finish drives. As Warren, you saw him have a couple of times where he scrambled out of the pocket. Probably going to see him be strained a little bit more to do a little bit more of that in the second half. But it was this play right here that really kind of hurt Auburn here in this one. I mean, this right now could be a 10-3 ball game if it wasn't for that pick six by Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, I really think, if Auburn is going to win this game, it's definitely going to have to be on the ground game. The legs of Warren and maybe even some more Collins in the situation. Seems like the pass game is kind of sewed up right now. Not saying that Auburn is not going to be able to extend to their wide receivers, but if the first half is any kind of sign of what this is going to look like for the rest of the game, they should just abandon that altogether, man. Just go to the run play, let Warren scramble, let Collins eat a little bit here, and then maybe pass a little bit there.
Auburn's going to be getting the football to start this half, and of course, they're looking forward to starting this second half on a good note to get things rolling on the momentum side of things. Schwartz ready to return this. He's had some good returns already here tonight and, of course, this season. And here we go. Second half of the Iron Bowl in the RFL College Series is underway as he takes it about 2 yards deep out of the end zone. Big hit down at the 25. So Javon Warren back out onto the field. Already pretty much discussed what he needs to do here in his second half. Tried to air it out, hasn't been able to work too successfully against Bama. Their defense has been shaky in that category a little bit at times this season, but Alabama stepping up in that department so far here tonight.
Yeah, and I think if you're Bama right now, you got to get some more pressure on Javon Warren. I mean, I know you feel like you've got him contained right now. You haven't contained him enough. You got to get some pressure on him, man, and make him think twice about running this football. 1st and 10,
and he's speaking of running. There he is, outside the pocket. Gets a block, out of bounds at the 33. He should have ran straight up the field, had a lot of space, but 8-yard gain.
Yeah, that's his MO right there, man. Let him see it downfield. He's going to break out, and right now he's got almost 60 yards on the ground.
And, of course, I spoke about it earlier, but he's well over 1,000 yards rushing as a quarterback now after this game. So, I mean, that's just how dynamic he has been this season, scrambling. And here he is moving around, throws, and it's going to be caught on the sideline by J.P. Scott. First down.
Yeah, that's a great looking play there. Go and see what the route was that we ran here. Yeah, that's not the crossing route there, or?
Looks like it was the flag.
Flag route, okay.
Actually, no. It was either the out or the dig from the opposite side. Didn't get to see where he was on the field.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see if where he came from. Yeah, definitely got to get him going up the field, man. Not on these little curl routes and little flats and everything. Better on the run.
Oh, yeah. Alabama going to put the defensive backs in the face of these receivers. Quick throw, and Spencer Nye grinds out a few extra yards to the 47 for a gain of 5.
Oh, I really love that play there. It's like for a moment in time, J.P. Scott just stood there for about 2 seconds as Nye kind of came behind him there. That froze the linebackers as they didn't know where to respond to. And then as soon as J.P. released, that opened up the ball. That opened up Warren to get that ball to Nye, man. Great job right there.
2nd and 5. Pump fake. Throws this one deep with some arch. And it's going to be, oh, man, thought it was caught. Incomplete. Great defense.
Yeah, those little plays, those wheel routes, those crossers, all those kind of plays, man. Those are the type of plays you want to see going to J.P. Scott, man. Kid has some hands, and he has some speed. And, boy, right there, he almost came down with one.
And that's what we call the judgment pass.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's when the heart drops pretty much for the defensive back. One-on-one with that deep ball, high arc like that. Good defense. And J.P. Scott, regardless, going to come up with the first down the very next play.
Now they're starting to feed the young man here. This is little speed here. Already got 6 receptions for 40 yards. He might be somebody who can get this team going, man. Get him some momentum here.
And just lasers that one in. Charles Turner making the tackle. That's a great adjustment by J.P. Scott, too. He was actually running the China route, and he knew he had to break it off early to catch the ball and shield the ball away from Charles with a great reaction. And there's a handoff, Asden Collins, to a 38 gain of 2.
With that last catch there by J.P. Scott, he's now up to 43 receptions on the season.
Still a lot of football left to go, and right now Auburn is on the move on their opening drive to start the second half. It'll be big for them if they can score a touchdown for the first time today, and they're going to J.P. Scott heavy. Another catch right there.
The kid's just great on the route running, man. Just really like his route running. You know, he's focused, he follows through. He has good, solid hands. And if he's open and the ball's coming to him, he's going to catch it every time.
3rd down and 2 at the 32. Spreading out the defense a little bit. Looks like they only really got Turner in the box right now. Here goes a throw, and that should have been intercepted. Dangerous pass by Warren.
Oh, man, that window was closing before he even threw it, and he decided to throw it anyway. Very, very lucky that didn't come down in the hands of one of these Alabama players.
Man, he was doing great throwing the football on this drive, but that was just a Yeesh, a very bad read.
Yeah.
If I'm Auburn, what do you go for here or to kick the field goal? What would you do?
Well, I think he tried to get the field goal here. I'm not sure. About going for it just yet. I mean, it is only 17-3. So that's only 14 points. I think you're good with the field goal. Yeah.
Here goes the 49-yard attempt. Let's see if he can cut into this deficit a bit. And the kick is well short. No leg. And it's going to be Alabama's football at the 32.
Hey, that hurt me right there, man. That hurt me. Is that the kicker?
It's Carlson. I think that's a real-life guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that hurt me all the way up here, man.
I'm not sure if it's windy out there or what, but man, that was a pretty embarrassing kick. I mean, just under 50 yards.
Man, that looked like a Pop Warner attempt, man.
Yeah.
What's going on?
That goes to show you, man, it's been like that the entire series. Not easy to kick field goals.
Yeah.
When you get around that 30-yard line. I've seen some guys even miss from the 28 this season, so yeah, it's definitely not a gimme. So Alabama looking to take advantage of the momentum in the field position. Najee Harris trying to get loose. Gets to the 38. Looks like he's picking up about 6 yards. They'll say 5 as that brings up second down.
It's a good, decent run to the outside. Still want to see them feed him through the inside.
A lot on the line here. Chance to compete for the SEC championship. And Auburn, oh man, powering forward, almost getting a first down. Still keeping him short.
Gotta love Najee Harris, man. This is a strong back here, and just as you thought he was about to get stopped a couple of yards short, he turns that into 3rd and inches with a little bit of boost behind him. Solid play.
Gotta give credit to this Auburn defense right now. They are still fighting hard, holding still Alabama to just one offensive score. And there goes a throw. That's going to be caught. Breaks the tackle. Goes out of bounds at the 48. It's Braden Dunn again.
And McCall now 17-19, 175 yards on the day, man. And man, just moving the chains, still moving the chains effectively. But what I'm seeing now is that McCall is kind of starting to go underneath a little bit here. Looks like maybe Auburn is tightening up the defense down the field. Maybe that's going to be a thing that's going to slow Bama down in this ball game here in the second half.
You definitely got to still stay aggressive. I mean, you got a lead, pretty good lead, but it's not a comfortable lead.
Got one over the top here.
Let's see what happens as they look to throw. Almost intercepted. Great break on the football.
He just threw that down dead into traffic there, man. Totally inaccurate pass there. Ruggs had kind of gotten behind the defense there a little bit, but you got to get that ball a little bit higher if you want to deliver that to him.
Jacob McCall, man, could have had his 9th interception right there. He gets lucky. Draw play, and that's blown up from the get-go. What a play.
Oh, man, shot the gap immediately on that play. Hall doing a good job here around this line, as I'm noticing as well. No room at all for Najee Harris right there, man.
Looks like they just had too many guys and they could pick up. And Hall does a great job picking out a clean lane and making a play. 3-yard loss. Now a 3rd and 13. McCall looking to try to pick up the first down, and he's going to be sacked on the play by Papo.
You just got to credit Auburn's defense there. You don't see too many of those out of McCall sitting there waiting in the pocket on the sack. Normally he'll get rid of that ball somehow, but he didn't have anywhere to go here. May have seen Papo a little bit here, but hard to tell with the slow down ball. Other than that, though, solid play there by the defense.
And that's a terrible job also by the left tackle, number 68. I believe that's LaShawn Tate, the generic lineman. Didn't even put a hand on Papo, and it looked like a double team supposed to be between him and Najee Harris picking him up. But it was just Najee Harris working, and more times, 9 times out of 10, running back ain't going to win that battle. And so Auburn's going to get the ball back. Nice little hesitation as he slaps him away for about a 2-yard return there. And it's 1st and 10 here at the 17. Another possession for Auburn. I mean, what key things do you expect or should Auburn do to finally put together a drive that ends in 6.
You know, the obvious thing is to not turn over the ball here, but they're going to really have to, like I said before, man, really allow Warren to spread the field and move the chains himself here. He's not going to get anything clean on this defense, I don't think, in the wide receiver core. So he's going to have to move the ball, find ways to get maybe his tight ends involved, get his halfback involved, and obviously he's going to have to take yardage if he wants to get down the field.
First down and 10, shotgun. And they'll go with some play action, receiver screen, going the wrong direction. Christian Williams, I believe that's his first catch of the game, good for just 2 yards.
And, you know, I just got to say shame on the offensive line right there. He didn't have any time. From the moment that he snapped that ball, he was just engulfed by a sea of red right there. Had to get that ball off a little bit too quick, and no blocks were really engaged there. O-line needs to, you know, get a little bit more aware, get on a man, and stay stuck.
Yeah, I know it's a screen. You're supposed to go out there and block for the receiver, but you definitely got to get something else going. And once again, another screen not working for Auburn.
Man, that just dud right there, and Diggs is just doing a really good job right now keeping those plays at bay. That's the second time I've seen him throw that to Scott, and Diggs just right on him, man, right on his helmet. Great job.
Yeah, last time it was going to the house for a pick 6 in this game. And now Javon Warren's got to do one of two things. Either make a play with his arm here and hope that one of the receivers get open, or if that doesn't happen, scramble, pick up the first down. And I know that Alabama's got to be expecting that. Looks like they got Charles Turner lined up right over top of him, so it could be a spy. We'll have to see. Doesn't look like it as he drops back. Here goes a shot down the field. Got a man beat, and a great defensive play by Walker Wilson.
Oh, man, that was a dangerous play there. Luckily, Walker Wilson has enough awareness to get up over JP there and throw him off a little bit. Look at the speed of JP. He's just got the sideline here. Oh, he had that right in his hands. Well, Walker Wilson, man, credited with that defense there. Great defensive play out of safety.
Yeah, good ball right there by Javon Warren. Gave him a chance, but he just can't take away from a good play right there. Walker Wilson, I have to say, has been a bit of an underrated safety. Made a lot of great plays this season for the Crimson Tide. And here goes the return. Some key blocks, finding a lane. And Henry Ruggs going to start the offense out already in Auburn territory.
Yeah, Walker Wilson came in here, 65 total tackles, 5 tackles for a loss, 3 sacks, 4 interceptions, and now he has 4 pass deflections on the season, man. So it's a solid play by Walker Wilson.
So Jacob McCall and the offense, I mean, with position here at the 48. I mean, this is just doing a disservice to the offense right now, or to the defense right now, excuse me, for Auburn. And they've just been battling it out. Offense has not been able to help them out today. And they'll run this, trying to get to the outside. Najee Harris tackled for a loss of 3.
And I'm just going to say, man, you know, I like to go this. I know it throws people off sometimes, but, you know, when you're winning, you're really losing, and when you're losing, you're really winning, man. And right now, Bama has a 17-3 lead, but they're kind of losing in this ball game right now. They've had the ball multiple times and have not gotten back to the red zone. Auburn, you know, hasn't really gotten anything going yet on offense, so they're kind of due. So Alabama really needs to start to put on some more points right now before they allow Auburn to get back into this ball game.
Definitely, man. I mean, you got to show that you are going to be able to compete if you win this game against the #1 team in the country. I mean, got to put on a better show than this right now. And Jacob McCall got a completion. Henry Ruggs with the speed. I believe that's a first down. We'll have to see what the refs call. And it is. Just makes it
like a roach just now. Moving fast.
Scattered.
What in the world? Man.
And that's just been his play the entire season. That's the reason why he's playing on Sundays for the Raiders. First down and 10. McCall, great pocket here. A lot of time. Scrambles. And trying to get out of bounds. Wrestled down at the 31. And Bama's got to be looking for 6 here to really apply that pressure. I mean, we're almost heading into the 4th and final quarter, and still Auburn just at 3 points.
Yeah, I really think that 6 is the way to go right now. They can't settle for 3. They got to punch this thing in.
And there he is in the gun with a trip to the field side. Quick throw and completion to Forstall. First down and then some in the red zone at the 16.
That's the way you move the chains right there. Finally getting that ball to Forrester. That's a guy that needs to lean on here late in this game. He's got his third reception. I think he's going to have a lot more before the end of this game. As you can see, he's just coming right up underneath here on a little drag route here. And the linebacker can't keep up with him right there, man. He's got him beat all day. Keep exploiting that and picking up yardage.
Now let's see if Alabama can punch it in. It's been a while since they've done that. They haven't had their first touchdown since the first quarter early on. I believe it was on the opening drive, and honestly, they haven't scored any touchdowns since on the offensive side of the ball. Had the pick 6. So let's see if they can get in the end zone here. Draw play, lead blocker, and he gets to the 10, 6-yard gain.
Really like the use of that play there, showing pass and just running right inside with Najee, man. Great job.
Inching closer and closer. They need 4 yards for a first, 10 yards for 6 points. And they're spreading out this field again. The trips look, including the tight end. Watch out for Forstall. They'll run out of this. Najee Harris breaking tackles, first down at the 4.
He's looking like he's got a load of energy right now, man. Still getting it in, and like they're just doing a good job. Attack the middle, attack the middle. The offensive line is doing a good job right now, opening up lanes. And just take 4 and 5, 5 and 6. I mean, hey, you take enough of those, you get a touchdown.
Now we're looking at a first and goal here. Jacob McCall throws into the flats, and they are on that immediately. Still stood up. But they'll give him forward progress for a gain of a yard. I love the pursuit. As soon as that ball got out there, you saw both the defenders just close in on that.
Yeah. Kind of dumped it off there and really know where to go. Got to be careful with those plays, though. We've seen teams, passing those flats there and you lose 2 and 3 yards. And sometimes that hurts you on these drives, man. So you got to make sure you get that ball up and not out.
Second and goal. And everybody tight right now. Trickery, and that's not going to work at all. Try to go with a toss, I guess, end-around play to their tight end Forstall.
Yeah, it looked good for the moment. Then he was caught.
They tried to pull something out the bag of tricks, and apparently that's an old trick right there. They were ready for it.
What do you call here on third?
Obviously, I would say a pass. Wouldn't look to run it here. Look out for a flag route and out route. Out of this formation. There goes a drag route. Almost intercepted. Overthrown. And man, had he been on target to Forstall, that would have been 6. But again, Bama going to have to settle for 3.
Do you take the points here, or do you treat this as a punt and go for it on 4th and goal? If you miss it, you back them up against the 6.
Well, I would say, look, we're already up by 2 possessions. Just kick the field goal to make it tough, because once you kick that field goal, you're going to make it now a 3-possession ball game. Yeah, so you might as well kick the field goal in this situation. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Belovis looking to make it a 17-point ball game. And the kick is good. 23 is the score. Game ain't over yet, man. Auburn, they got time. They got to get the offense together, though.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is that, Javon Warren hasn't been able to use his arm, and he's been hesitant to use his leg. Alabama's done a great job of, keeping Turner over the middle there and that QB spy, not allowing Warren to really make that decision to just break out when he wants to. And, when he has been able to break out, he's been pretty good. He's got over 60 yards on the ground with that. But, the issue is that, that's not going to come every single down. And, your wide receivers are really not helping you out much. He's throwing a few balls to JP. He's got, some solid receptions. But, we talk about efficiency and we talk about production. And right now, they haven't been able to move the chains enough to get downfield and get scores. And that's going to be the biggest issue here going into the 4th quarter.
And this is going to be Schwartz to the 26. 52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter before we put the 4s up in the chat. And, man, 17-point ball game right now. Not looking good for Alabama, but we have seen some crazy comebacks in the RFL.
Oh, yeah, we've definitely seen some crazy comebacks right now. I think Bama can put this away on defense right now. They got to come at Warren. They got to come at Warren hard.
And just speaking of just yesterday's game in the big rivalry game between Michigan and Ohio State, Michigan winning it 34-20. They were able to score 24 points in the 4th quarter alone. So Auburn's got a chance here, but they got to get something going here on offense. They'll run it, and that's not going to work at all.
Wow. Really wasn't expecting to see that there on first down, but man, just totally blew that play up there.
Yeah, and I just feel like, I mean, Aslan Collins, at times he's been good on the outside runs, but against this defense, you know, the way that they attack the edges, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Boy, they just really shot back there at the east.
Definitely. Second and 13. Warren throws, and it's going to be caught by J.P. Scott for a first down at the 46. Good catch.
Yeah, he's having a great game, man. That's 8th reception now, 9th? Let's see.
9.
Yeah, 9th reception, man. Wow.
Been targeted maybe about 11 to 12 times. Don't have that statistic right now in the game, but he hangs on that time after a contact from Walker Wilson. And that's a good throw also from Javon Warren. I'd like to see him make more big throws like that if he's not electing to run. But before we see the next play, that's going to be the end of the third quarter. RFL community, you already know what to do. Put your fours up in the chat. The Iron Bowl coming to a close. Alabama with a 17-point lead, leading it over Auburn 20-3.
Big shout out to Legion of Gaming, Trayvon Love, Mitchie Boy Gaming, Michael Floda, DTR9, Coach Baker, Kai Cash, Chodoy Bowley Jack, Big Cheese.
Big Cheese.
Coach Back, Trojan Boy 247, Awesome Crocodile, and Leo Moon, man. So it's all you guys.
First down and 10 here. Javon Warren hits the drag. Spencer Nye down at the 49. Gain of 5. And Auburn can really put together something here on this drive. Make a statement, score your first touchdown, build up that momentum. And they'll look to throw, 4-man rush, scrambling, and he takes on the contact to move the chains. Great play.
It's really a hard-nosed football play right there, man. Doesn't even slide, make sure he gets that first down. Great job there by Javon Warren.
Yeah, very gutsy scrambler, that's for sure. Tends to, get into some trouble sometimes. He's fumbled 4 times this season.
Position turn.
First and 10, scrambling again, trying to get to the outside. Juke move, they're trying to strip him. Got to watch out for Charles Turner.
Yeah, I was surprised Warren took that route that he took there. I mean, obviously Turner is playing out of position. He's all the way over in the flats right there, wide open over the middle. I mean, there's nothing over the middle. I mean, he could have just went straight through the line there, but boy.
I guess trying to set up the juke move. Thought he was going to get by for more space. That didn't work out. Second and 9. Warren will let one fly this time. J.P. Scott, another first down grab.
Oh, yeah, he's just being sneaky good right now, getting into the second and third level. And obviously, man, him and Warren's got a nice, unique connection tonight here as he picks up his 10th catch here. But look at this, man. Just gets right here into the seam. And that's a great job. That's a great ball thrown there by Javon Warren.
Yeah, he's showing flashes of having some accuracy. Of course, that's still one of the question marks when it comes to scouting this kid. How accurate is he truly? And he definitely already shows how great he is scrambling as an athlete at the quarterback position. But you can see some flashes of him being able to deliver some good balls that we saw right there. First down and 10. RPO, and it looks like he got caught up while trying to throw that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. He just went to pass it and it just landed 2 feet in front of him.
It looks like his shoulder got in contact when trying to pull it so fast with Aslan Collins. That ball just came off his hands completely weird. Second and 10. There goes a throw. Aslan Collins juking the wrong way. And it's 3rd and 6. And I guess, if you have to, kick the field goal, but then you're going to have to get 2 touchdowns. And your defense is going to have to shut down Alabama and keep them scoreless for pretty much the rest of this game. I think they got the capabilities. We'll see right here, 3rd and 6. Can they keep the drive alive and going? And it's going to be an interception by Patrick Surtain, breaking tackles. He's still on his feet, down at the 13. And once again, everything comes to a halt for the Tigers.
Yeah, and that's just a big, big takeaway right there. If you had any life in you, man, boy, oh boy, did you just get deflated right there. Hopefully the defense will be able to, get on top of this and not allow Alabama to move down the field. But for the moment, that's a big, big takeaway there by Surtain II.
Surtain looked like he turned into a little hawk right there. He's just breaking all the tackles. And he just sat
right
there. Yeah, just sat there right in front of Christian Williams. And Christian Williams been completely quiet this entire game. Only one reception off a screen for 2 yards. So, honestly, I can say that the secondary of Alabama has done a great job of sticking with him the entire game. J.P. Scott's been forced to come out and make big plays. He's been able to do that. But, of course, Javon Warren, right there, I believe that's his first interception so far tonight, but he's had quite a few questionable throws already.
How about that stat line on McCall, man? Throwing 25 passes and only missed 4.
It's incredible. Continues to impress. And look at this, spinning off the contact. A great defense anyway by Auburn.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do right there if you're Auburn. You want to send the pressure there. You want to make sure you put some guys around the line, not allow the running to get off, and force McCall to pass on you down the field from his own territory.
Yeah, it's a good block right there. You saw from 62, but just too many guys coming in with the pressure from Auburn. They've been pretty good on first down runs here in this game.
Oh, man. Hit the slot here. One guy over the middle.
And look to throw. Hits the drag. Henry Ruggs breaking the tackle. Gets to the 14. It's 3rd and 8. It's a big opportunity once again for Auburn. Get Alabama off the field. Cannot afford to give up this 3rd and 8 and keep time rolling. And they'll have a motion. Looks like they're setting up the running back screen. And that's going to be read perfectly.
Oh, man. What in the world was that?
It looked like it was solid, like it was set up well, but there's just too many guys. And you see all those blocks and then...
he just goes straight.
I should have went outside right there, Najee.
Yeah, just don't have the speed there. Break it out.
Tell you what, you put the deuce from Miami in that situation. He might weave through that.
No, I'm telling you.
And so Alabama punting it away, and Auburn with another chance to try to get their first touchdown of the game. Time is winding down, and they are literally under 7.5 minutes left to go in this ball game. Very slim chance of a comeback, but it is still possible.
Yeah, and if there was any other time that you need to score, man, it's got to be right now. And I'm going to say it, man. You need a touchdown right now. The field goal is not going to work. You need a touchdown right now, and a whole lot of defense, and then another touchdown, and then maybe try to work around a late field goal late in the game.
Definitely. And then just to think about Auburn's season last year in the RFL College Series, they lost to LSU, who they advanced to the playoffs with a final score of 20-10. Look at this.
Oh, boy.
Gets the ball off, and man, incomplete there as he throws it out of bounds. But as I was saying, it almost could be the same score here if Auburn somehow finds out a way to score a touchdown and stays at that. Man, Alabama, man, I know these guys, they want to make a big impact this season so bad. Last year didn't make it by a game, and then they went into the bowl game and lost to West Virginia. And that's pretty upsetting. There goes a throw. There goes Christian Williams out of bounds for a first down at the 46.
Oh, man, I really love Christian Williams, man. He's just kind of been quiet tonight, obviously, here, only his second reception, and that just goes to show you the work by these DBs. They've really put it in and really done a good job of phasing Chris Williams out in this game, and that's definitely hurt Auburn here.
And they're in the face of Williams here at the bottom of the screen with Surtain. That's been the matchup all day. Warren trying to get out there, breaks the tackle, and there he goes. Fighting for a first down. Looks like he fell inches short. Still, man, what an effort play by JW.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be sacked in the backfield there, and he escapes it, gets all the way, gets a solid game, man.
He shows a little bit of the strength right there off of breaking a tackle. Breaking a sack, excuse me. 2nd and inches. Warren throws. It's somehow going to be caught for a first down. Wow, threading the needle, but what about the concentration by the receiver, Canella?
Yeah, that is a great catch there. He wrapped it up with both of his arms. Man, Buttersoft touch right there. Great catch.
That's his first catch of the game. Ron Warren looking to throw again. Lets one fly. It's going to be caught for a first down. Christian Williams starting to come alive again. Would have liked to see him get out of bounds there. First down regardless.
And this is that touchdown that we're saying that they're going to need here. Now they're from the 12-yard line. They got to punch this thing in here. You know, if you only give up get 3 points on this one, man, I kind of look at this as like a failed drive. You really need a big score right now, man, to get a big chunk and just kind of play field position with these guys.
Definitely need the touchdown. Tall order right now against this defense, but honestly, I don't think for Auburn it really has been the case. They just have not been able to finish the drives. They've been able to move the football at times, but just cannot call the right plays in the right situations when moving closer in their territory. You need to capitalize and make something happen here. Bunch formation, the right side of Javon Warren. Warren looking to pass, throws to the end zone, touchdown, Christian Williams.
Wow. Wow. Now that was a laser to the back of the end zone there by Javon Warren. And look who comes down with it, CW, man. Wow, what a great pass that was. Solid accuracy here and just threads it right in on him, man. Great play.
And that's a play that you could tell this entire game Javon Warren has been trying to hit. Christian Williams, even though he has been quiet up until this point of the game, he has been consistently, in my opinion, from what I've been seeing, beating Patrick Surtain consistently over the top. And it was two shots he took trying to go his direction. One was underthrown, the other one just played well. And he just lasers that one in, getting the right timing. Who's going to review this? But it looked like a touchdown to me.
Oh,
that's a touchdown. Great throw and play right there. Christian Williams coming alive in a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, that's definitely the touchdown that they needed right there. Now, you know, you get the field goal here. You're only down by 10 points. And, you know, you can kind of play around a little bit here. Maybe you can get a score out of your defense. And, you know, maybe you can force a quick turnover, get the ball back, go back down the field. And, you know, even if you get a field goal now, you know, on your next situation, you might have around 2.5 minutes left here to play around with. You got your timeouts, and so you could be very well seeing this thing maybe going to overtime.
And here goes the kick as they put together finally a scoring drive in good time. Take off only 1 minute and 51 seconds off the clock. Got 5 minutes and 38 left to go in this one, but they still have a lot to do if they want to try to send this game in OT.
Yeah, a lot to do, you know, and also Alabama has a lot to do because now Alabama has to find a way to burn off the time as much as possible and put on another score here. They really, really need, honestly, I'm going to say it, man, they probably need a touchdown right here.
Oh, yeah.
But to really put this game away because even if they get 3 points out of the situation, that's only 13 points. You do that and you still got, you know, 4.5 minutes left, 4 minutes left on the clock. That's still more than enough time for Auburn to spark a comeback. So they got to get a score right here on this play. Or at least burn the clock down.
Yeah, and the key for Alabama, I was exactly about to say that right there. I mean, if you're not going to score the touchdown, run out this clock. That's just mandatory. But I also see that kind of playing a little bit into the hand of Auburn because they've actually been pretty good against the run.
Yeah.
Jacob McCall, 23 of 27, just north for 200 yards for 207. One touchdown. Team now only has a 10-point lead. Can they maintain for the victory? Now everything's on the shoulders of this Auburn defense and Alabama offense. This is the phase that could determine how this game goes. Aggressively looking to pass on first down. Throws. And it's going to be caught for a first down. Nice play.
Oh, boy, what a catch, man. Like, woof. That's nuts. How did he even catch that? We're going to get a replay?
Yeah, we should get a replay on this one.
Whoa.
A little bit late throwing it, too, but good ball placement.
Yeah, I can see his body kind of buckle down up under him, kind of adjust to it. That's a big-time catch right there for Forrester.
It's going to stop the clock temporarily, but, man, big play, moves him down the field. And Alabama coming out here aggressive, looking to pass again. Pressure coming, scrambling.
Oh, boy.
And he's out of there, first down.
Wow.
And he doesn't even get out of bounds. What a play by McCall.
He's so smart, man. He's just so smart. You know, he held onto the ball to the very last minute there, just escaped the pocket, and he's smart. He gets to the sideline here because he knows he doesn't want to fumble. Switches the hands, goes around the block, tight ropes up the sideline right here, and gets tackled. And it's just a kind of just deflating for Auburn right now because now he's across the midfield in just 2 plays, man. Wow.
Not only that, I mean, just the fact that he still managed to get tackled while in bounds to keep the clock running. I mean, that's another heads-up play by McCall. Very aware on the field. And I believe they're in field goal range already here, but they need 6.
Oh,
and Najee Harris running well.
Yeah, and that right there, is now the dagger, man. Just slicing them up right now, you know, with that. You know, you're going to now use your big back here to tire down even more this defensive line. And, you know, like we said, man, clock management, keep the clock running. They're doing a very good job of doing that right now.
2nd and 3, handoff. Najee Harris getting great blocks and another first down for the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and Auburn doesn't want to give up a touchdown, so they're playing the touchdown, you know. And what's happening here? Using the old battering ram here, Najee Harris, man. Look at you could put a wheelchair through those holes right now, man. Look at that.
Yeah, excellent job. Really love the play calling and just the strategy coming into this drive. Airing it out and doing like you said, that helped open up this run game right now at this point. So right now, this defense is on their toes. They don't know what to do and what's coming. Here they go with the receiver screen. Almost gets out of there. Still a great play.
Man, just, you know, and it's chomping away, all the way down here to the 13. Started this drive with 5 minutes and 47 seconds. And they managed to take off 2 minutes off of this clock here. And maybe going to get that scoring touchdown drive here. Put this game all the way away.
They are a little over 3 minutes from maintaining the lead. Almost intercepted right there. Dangerous pass. That stops the clock as well.
Yeah, really not used to McCall doing that right there. Dangerous play. Got to tighten up, calm down a little bit, be accurate.
And I almost thought Davis came up with that pick. That would have been big time for Auburn. Watch out for Henry Ruggs in the slot right now. There's no one over top of him. A pump fake. He still throws the screen, and Pablo Frederick is going nowhere. That'll keep the clock running. And Alabama is going to have to kick a field goal here. And still, like you said, a 2-possession game, but they did do a good job of at least running down the clock about halfway.
Yeah, I'd give them a B- grade right now on the clock management, man. That was really solid there, what they were able to do. Would have liked them, you know, to definitely not run a screen, you know, but they do keep the clock running. So I'm going to go ahead and give them the B- grade right there. Good job on them, and here goes the field goal here.
So this to put them up by 13. And they're just running off all the clock they possibly can as the kick is up, and it is good. Alabama extends the lead to 23, to 10. All caught up there.
Yeah, all good, man. 13 points, man. So, you know, still a window of opportunity here for Auburn.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to have to be really, really good, man.
They're going to have to score in an instant. And what Alabama has to watch out for is Christian Williams over top of Surtain.
Yeah.
I would definitely play Surtain back.
But Surtain, they've been saying how Surtain's been getting beat this season. So you never know, man. You know, got to make sure that he's definitely playing well off of Chris Williams if you know, I want to see a big play down the field with a big guy.
So Bama kicking this one off, and it will be taken out of the end zone by Schwartz. And man, he gets hit pretty hard there down at the 21, well shy of the 25-yard line. So great job by the special teams. And now Javon Warren and the Auburn Tigers are going to have to go down the field. 79 yards. Here's a look at his stats. 2 interceptions in this game. One of them going for a pick 6.
Yeah, that's the difference in this game, man. 14 points.
Had that interception just not have happened, this could have been a one-possession game right now. So, of course, can't dwell on that. Javon Warren, he's going to have to come up big for his team. And he really probably can't do it with his legs. Going to have to show off the cannon and hope his receivers do a good job of getting open. Warren, he might got to get out of there. And he can't. That's going to be a sack on the play by Jennings.
And that might be the play right there that killed him.
And, of course, they got to let the clock run a little bit because I know they do not want to burn these timeouts, but it looks like they're going to have to pretty soon. Yeah. And that means they're going to have to rely on the onside kick, man.
Wow. Try to escape the pocket there. It was a good idea, man, but, boy, Jennings just came down and made a solid tackle on Warren just now, man. Fighting through that block right there. Wow.
Yeah, excellent job. See Charles Turner hyping up the squad, ready for that rematch next week against Georgia. Under 2 minutes left to go in this game. Javon Warren throws. That's going to be broken up, almost intercepted by Walker Wilson.
Well, Warren just hasn't really looked comfortable in the pocket tonight. I haven't really seen a whole tremendous amount of pressure around him, but it just seems like he just hasn't been able to get that ball out there with that zip that we're used to seeing.
And for the most part, I honestly feel like the coverage has just been great. And he's sitting there in the pocket, can't see anything, and he's trying his best to throw it, and it almost throws an interception. Very poor pass there, and they have no choice but to go for it here on 4th and 13, all the way at their own 18-yard line.
Do you think he's rattled?
I think so at this point. I mean, I don't know where he was throwing that ball at all.
He's throwing that to 99?
I don't know how Job didn't come up with that pick.
I think Alabama was shocked too.
Yeah. And this is for the game. They must get a first down or they have no shot at coming back into this game. And he's got Schwartz open for a huge first down at the 46. Wow.
Wow. They got to get back to the line ASAP and get another play going. Don't let Bama adjust to your offense now. Keep it moving. Get back to the line. Run another play, man. Got to do it. Whoa. What a great play.
Jerry Job there just peeking too much in the backfield. As soon as he got the press, he looked right back at the quarterback. Yeah. Didn't have a hand on Schwartz to see where he was. And Schwartz, one of the fastest receivers on this team, and he just burns him.
He's like, yeah.
Definitely needed that play. Pressing up again. And Warren going to throw one deep. J.P. Scott open, and he misses him. Oh, man.
How do you miss him? He's wide open.
He's been connecting with J.P. Scott all game, and in the biggest aspect of the game, he misses that.
Wow.
Biggest part.
J.P. had 8 yards on the nearest defender, man. Wow.
That would have probably been a touchdown had he hit him in stride. Warren going to be, still on his feet. And he's going to be sacked. Man, huge loss of yards. And Auburn is forced to burn a timeout. And in my opinion, I think that's it, man.
It might be all she wrote.
3rd and 27. Shot down the field. And great defense by Trayvon Diggs. 4th down. Last chance right here.
Man, oh man, what a great game this has been. Alabama looking like they're ready to move on.
And they've been waiting for this rematch against Georgia. Big time. It looks like they're definitely going to get extremely slim chances of a miracle happening here for Auburn. They need a miracle as big as the kick return by Davis. If you know what I'm talking about. 4th and 27. That's going to be incomplete. And that's going to seal the game, more than likely.
Man, oh man. I'm pretty sure these Bama boys right now, man, are feeling pretty good about this win right here, man. It's a solid win. We thought they might have gotten a little bit of a better competitor out of Auburn. Auburn not a slouch team, 8-3 as well. But boy, oh boy, this is a big win for the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Man, it just, I say the difference in this game has really just been Javon Warren. I mean, definitely saw that Jacob McCall came here ready to play, give his all, and he had an outstanding performance. And Warren, tried to play more of a quarterback here instead of using his legs. He still uses his legs pretty well at times, but just struggled to find receivers and struggled with some accuracy. Missed a huge opportunity to connect with J.P. Scott on that drive, and I think that's a big reason on why Auburn is going to come up short here in this game. Here goes a run by Najee Harris. They'll lose a yard, and a timeout will be called by Auburn. Back on the ground with Harris, and he's blown up. The final timeout's going to be burned by Auburn. Now 3rd and 15. And they just go back on the ground to Harris. Great defense there. No timeouts. Auburn going to Alabama just simply going to punt it away.
So it's Alabama and Georgia in the SEC championship?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Big rematch right there. And I believe with this win that Alabama solidifies a spot in the playoffs. So this is huge. They missed it just a season ago by a game, and that loss to LSU in the final game. And I know these guys are really hoping to get here.
Oh, yeah.
Fair catch called. Just 18 seconds left here, and Auburn coming up short. Tough loss for them. There's a chance they could still be in the playoffs as well. So that's going to be shocking.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, right now in the playoffs, it's between Auburn and Oklahoma. If Oklahoma is able to defeat Baylor in the conference championship game, Oklahoma will be the 4th team to get in for the RFL College Series playoffs. So a lot going on right now. Even the conference championship games are really big. 1st and 10, Warren is going to chuck one down the field deep, and that's going to be incomplete. 11 seconds left to go.
So the conference championship games still determine seeding for the playoffs?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
This is going to be huge for Oklahoma, man. If they want to get into playoffs, the Rock want to get into playoffs, you gotta beat Baylor. Last time those guys showed down, played each other, I believe it was week 3. There goes another shot downfield. Let's see what happens here. Almost caught by one hand by Schwartz, but one more toss down the field and this one's over. But like I was saying, man, that was one of the better games earlier in the season. I believe week 3 where Oklahoma and Baylor duked it out for, at the time, the highest scoring game with a final score of 45-40 in favor of Baylor coming out with that one. And the last play of the game, Warren is taking all day, and he's going to be sacked. Trey on the play, and that's going to be it for the Iron Bowl. Alabama gets the win, and they, I would have to say, are in. I don't see how they could get taken out of the playoffs. I don't think they can at this point, so that's a huge win. Alabama will be in the RFL College Series playoffs, more likely at number 2 or number 3. Actually, they're going to move up to number 2 because of the loss by UCLA. And since they beat by USC, and since they beat USC this season, Alabama, they will move up to the number 2 team.
So I guess I'm trying to figure this out because you said that the championship games determine seeding in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way, even with a loss to Georgia in the SEC championship, that Alabama wouldn't make it to the playoffs?
Yeah, even if they were to lose to Georgia next week,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that there's anybody else with the same amount of wins as them that can take them out of the 4th, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so because honestly, I believe it's only down to 5 teams that could possibly get in. You got, of course, Georgia at number 1, USC, Alabama, Auburn, and Oklahoma. So those are the 5 teams that could get into the playoffs. I've seen some guys talking about Miami getting in. Miami will not be able to get in because at best they can be 8-5. Yeah. So Auburn would take that because they would be 8-4 because they're not going to be playing in the conference championship game.
Now, what about Clemson?
Clemson can't get in either because if they beat Miami, they'll be 8-5 as well.
I see.
Yeah, and since that's why it comes down to who's going to win in that Oklahoma and Baylor game. That's going to be huge. So with that being said, man,
I got to jump out, man.
All right. With that,
I'll see you guys in a little while.
All right, Rob.
All right, man.
All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get a look at the statistics of this game. Javon Warren, pretty rough game for him. 48 passes in this one. Threw a lot more than he usually does. 60%, 29 of 48, 275 yards, had a touchdown, but the 2 interceptions is really what killed him in this game. The first pick going to the house for a touchdown, I would have to say really made the difference in this one. Jacob McCall, he was just, for the most part, pinpoint accurate. 31 passes completing, 26 of them for 226 yards, 83%. Only threw for 1 touchdown, though, which makes it his 21st of the season. But he did not throw an interception, so he will finish the regular season with 20 touchdowns and 8 interceptions right now. But, of course, the playoffs and conference championship games will count towards his stats as he plays in those. But looking at the rushing game, neither side really got off running the football with their backs. I mean, these are starting backs here. Najee Harris, 24 carries, only 66 yards, 2.7 yards a carry. No one got in the end zone rushing. Aston Collins, 8 carries for 11 yards, completely shut down. And the quarterbacks are really who stole the show and really made plays on the ground for their team. Jacob McCall, 4 scrambles for 48 yards, and Javon Warren, 7 for 77 yards. Receiving-wise, wasn't a lot going on here, but J.P. Scott hauled in double-digit receptions with 10 for 89 yards. Didn't get to see the end zone. Anthony Schwartz, 4 for 75. Pablo Frederick started out the game extremely hot. Kind of stopped going his direction and started spreading out the ball more in the second half. As he had 7 catches for 56 yards, and he had a touchdown. Christian Williams was quiet majority of the game, but the last 3 catches came alive in the second half. Was able to get in the end zone for a touchdown, so good bounce back for him. Unfortunately, the team couldn't get the win, though. Henry Ruggs, 4 catches for 48 yards, making big plays as well. Got Braden Dunn, submitted receiver, 5 for 46. Those are the main guys that we know are going to be in the RFL draft to mention. Nothing to go there with the blocking. We get a look at the tackling, leading, Trayvon Diggs. I mean, this guy was making plays this entire game. Look, 11 total tackles, 7 of them solo. He even had a tackle for loss. He had an interception, a pass deflection, and a defensive touchdown off the pick 6. So, I mean, this is definitely defensive player of the game here in this one. He had Jordan Peters with 10 tackles. Had a couple guys with 10 tackles in this game. Peters, KJ Britt, Jarvis Davis, and Daniel Thomas with 10 as well. Looking at the tackles for loss, leading in that category, man, Owen Papo, he was everywhere making plays as well. Had 9 total tackles, 6 of those solo. Also had a sack in this game. Igbenogany had 2, as well as Jerry Roll and Michael Harris. In sacks, wasn't that many today, as Bruce Rivers had himself 1.5, along with a free Anthony Jennings, excuse me. And we had LeBrian Ray had himself a sack, along with, of course, Papo, who we mentioned, and Jeremiah Denson. And 2 interceptions, both coming from Alabama. Had Patrick Surtain with 1, and Trayvon Diggs, as we mentioned, going to the house, 72 yards for the touchdown. Leading in pass deflections, he had 2 from Josh Jobe. I called him Jerry Jobe. I don't know why I keep doing that, but 2 pass deflections for him, 2 for Surtain, and 2 for Jennings. Great job by them. Nothing to go over in the kicking game. Let's go ahead and get a look at the highlights of the scoring plays and the big plays of this game as we go through here. First play of the game, first drive of the game, Alabama able to get in the end zone here. And this was just a simple spot route that Pablo Frederick is going to be open on. You can see the snap. This is Pablo Frederick. Looks like man-to-man coverage. As you can see, Carmen manned up on him, turning his shoulders, runs a nice stick route. And this is just a simple mismatch that Jacob McCall easily can read and he already knows where he's going. But this is what makes Jacob McCall very interesting quarterback in this series. He's got great awareness. He doesn't just throw this immediately right here. Well, he is throwing it, but he still knows that this linebacker is on his way in coverage here in man-to-man, and he throws it right off of his back. I mean, that's just being aware, knowing your receiver is going to win the route, throws it behind, off the back of the man covering Papo, and you got Frederick just wide open in the end zone, the game's first touchdown. Didn't get to see many of those. This was a great scramble by Warren. There's just absolutely nobody here on the left side of the field, and he just scrambled. I'm not sure what Trayvon Diggs was doing. He was doing a lot of sitting around, even though he was the defensive player of the game. I mean, look at that. What was he doing? Javon Warren, man, start out the game, big run, but this ended the drive. Pick 6 going to the house by Trayvon Diggs. Maybe he got lazy to store his energy for this play. And look at this. Quick on the throw, but just maybe too much air. But still, this is a field side throw. So this is a long throw to make for Javon Warren. Regardless, you know, he would have probably had to get that ball out right here if he wanted to make that throw. And so he still pulled on it, but it's just a little bit too late, a little bit too much air. And Trayvon Diggs just doing the rest. Pick 6. And this is what jumped Alabama out to an early 14-0 lead over the Tigers. It's a huge play right there. Nothing there in the first and the second quarter. See anything else really to go over here? Really was no scoring. So yeah, here's a fumble though. Let's see what happened here on this fumble. So good throw, and this is just a great play, a big play that Auburn needed. Did not take advantage of this though, unfortunately. Huge hit by KJ Britt. You can see him right there just laying the wood down on Braden Dunn, knocking the ball loose. Great job recovering it by Denson. And Auburn ends up getting the football, but as you can see, sacked here, and it's the end of the first half. They got to punt it away here as, yeah, on 3rd and 15, guys only came up with a 1-yard rush. And in the third quarter, once again, only 3 points scored. Nothing going on here. All you see is a sack. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get a lot of pictures at all. After this game, you don't see much going on. You started to see Javon Warren getting a rhythm with his slot receiver, J.P. Scott. And you can see he realizes right off the chuck immediately there's a lot of space here. Just a good throw by Warren. Good job by J.P. Scott hanging on to the football in traffic. And we go to the final quarter here. And we kind of figured, hey, this is the final quarter. Auburn, they got to make something happen here now. And there's another streak from the slot. Good throw. I mean, this is just a picture-perfect throw. Just gets it over the head of Grant, the generic linebacker, just out of his reach. He doesn't even go up to get it. But Scott, again, coming up huge with the play. And then, again, what kills Auburn, the 2 interceptions. Had one for a pick 6, and he throws a pick right here to Surtain. And I just think this was not the read. And it looks like, I'm not sure what they were running here. It looks like it's 2 guys out here running, well, no, he's running an out route. And if you're going to give a jump ball with the cornerback playing that high up, I mean, try to throw a back shoulder. Maybe that's what he was trying to throw as this was on the line. Christian Williams is not even paying attention at this point. And then not only that, let's just get a look at what Patrick Surtain is looking at here. He already sees that the quarterback is clearly throwing the ball. He's never kept his eyes focused on Christian Williams. I don't know where Christian Williams is looking at right now. But he throws the ball, and this is just him literally looking at him throw him the ball, while Christian Williams is completely unaware that the ball is coming in his direction. And then Surtain just gets the pick. And another drive killed for Auburn. And then Javon Warren started to go down the field here. Once again, start connecting on some pretty good plays. This was a comeback route here on the outside. You can see him connecting with Christian Williams, who really came alive in the second half. And they were able to cap it off with another shot to Christian Williams. They've been trying to hit this streak the entire game. A few shots down the field by Javon Warren, where Christian Williams was able to get over top of the cornerback. You can see him here, a nice little route to stick and get by to hesitate. Surtain does a little chuck, and his help over the top is a little low here. Number 26. And, of course, Javon Warren recognizes that, and this ball's got to be placed perfectly in order for this to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what Javon Warren does right there. Beautiful pass. Just gets it over the reach of the defender, Banks. And they're able to get in the end zone for the touchdown. And I believe that's pretty much all we can go over right now. I had a huge play right here by Anthony Schwartz, 36 yards. And this was another play that we thought on this drive, another huge play. I'm not sure how Josh Jobe got beat like this, especially at this point. Same situation. Nice move to stick him, freeze him up a little bit, and Javon Warren accurate on the throw. And Schwartz going down, big fourth down conversion. But, of course, as you can see here, knocked away, turnover on downs, and Auburn just closes out the rest of this game running the ball. And that's it. Auburn going to be advancing to the SEC championship to rematch Georgia, #1 team. For guys who don't remember that matchup in this season, man, earlier on, Alabama absolutely got demolished by Georgia, 52-3. And that was on controversial sliders at the time as we were trying to get everything right for the season. That was on all Madden, on Sim, and we already saw the problems with that setting. And now that we got the right settings now for the series, it's time to see a real matchup. Can Alabama actually compete with Georgia, or will Georgia just repeat history and just continue their undefeated streak to go on a trip to try to win the Natty? We'll have to find out. Conference championship games coming to you guys next week. But before then, you guys already know we've got ourselves the RFL podcast, so you definitely don't want to miss that. We're going to be talking about this entire week, the upcoming week. The bowl games won't be discussed until after the conference championship, so not going to talk about that. But a lot going on Wednesday. Do not want to miss the podcast. Make sure you guys are there. But with that being said, it's your boy Smitty, RFL commissioner and play-by-play commentator, and I'll see you guys next time. Alabama getting the win in the Iron Bowl over Auburn, 23-10. Peace.